She used to wait for his texts the way some people wait for sunrise, certain it would come, certain it would warm her. But lately, the mornings stayed cold. The good morning messages turned into seen marks. The long conversations became short replies, and the man who once promised to love her forever started disappearing without warning. Her friends told her, "He's just busy." But she knew better. Love isn't busy. Love makes time. Still, she stayed. Still, she hoped, until one day, hope felt heavier than heartbreak, and she realized she wasn't waiting for him anymore. She was waiting for herself. In the beginning, he saw her. Not just the smile, but the scars. And he loved her anyway, or at least he said he did. But slowly, his eyes stopped looking for hers. His hands stopped reaching. And the girl who once felt like home to him became a stranger in his arms. That was the night she realized, you can't be home to someone who's already moved out. She tried harder, sent sweet texts, asked about his day, even learned to love the things he loved, just to keep him close. But no matter how much she gave, he always seemed a little further away. And every time she asked if something was wrong, he'd say, "I'm fine." But fine felt colder than silence. Fine felt like goodbye wearing a disguise. The day it broke wasn't loud. No yelling, no slamming doors. Just a message. "I need space." She didn't ask how much. She didn't beg. She just stared at the screen until the words blurred through her tears. It was in that moment she realized, sometimes the person you love doesn't leave to find someone better. They leave because they never truly saw you. The first week felt like drowning. Every song, every street, every coffee cup tasted like him. She kept her phone close, waiting for it to light up. But it never did. The silence was louder than any fight they could have had. And the hardest part wasn't that he was gone. It was that she didn't recognize herself without him. One morning, she made coffee for one, sat by the window and watched the rain. She realized she had been so busy loving him, she forgot to love herself. The girl in the mirror had been patient, loyal, forgiving, to everyone but herself. And maybe it was time she stopped being the girl who waits and started being the woman who chooses herself. Healing wasn't pretty. It was messy, lonely, and slow. Some days she missed him so much, she felt it in her bones. Other days, she forgot his face for hours. And in between, she learned to live without answers. She stopped searching for closure in his words and started finding it in her own reflection. Weeks turned into months. She laughed again, quietly at first, then louder. She took long walks, read books, wore red lipstick on random Tuesdays, and when someone asked about him, she didn't cry. She didn't break. She just said, "We're not in touch," and felt nothing but peace. Then, one evening, his name lit up her phone. For a second, her heart stuttered. But instead of opening it, she smiled. Because she knew. Nothing he could say now would change the fact that she had built a life without him. And that life was hers alone. She still thinks of him sometimes, not with longing, not with pain, just as a chapter she closed herself. And when people ask how she moved on, she tells them the truth. The day I stopped waiting for him was the day I started waiting for me. Because the best love story she ever lived was the one she wrote for herself.